For all the latest reviews, interviews, and everything entertainment in Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam, and Telugu, subscribe to Film Companion South now.
Hello, Tharma. Welcome to Film Companion South.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. நீங்க எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
All good, sir.
இப்போ உங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் படம் பானா கதாடி it came out in 2010. So actually நீங்க ஒரு 10 வருஷம் இந்த இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில இருந்திருக்கீங்க. Like okay, COVID given take whatever it is around 10 years.
Yeah.
இப்போ வந்து நீங்க when you look back at your career, what is your assessment? ஒரு SWOT analysis மாதிரி பண்ணீங்கன்னா நீங்க what do you think is Atharva's career been like in these 10 years?
I think I've grown as an actor. So from my first film to what I am right now, I think I've grown completely as an actor. And every film, whether it's a good film or a bad film, it has something to offer to me or in my life. And it has taught me, I wouldn't say it has taught me a lot where I've changed everything, every aspect of it. But then it has taught me to a point where I've decided that I shouldn't make mistakes, whatever I've made in my past. Or if it's a really nice film, I wouldn't want to do the same thing over and over again.
Can you name like a mistake that you think you made? Or example kudukuringa?
I wouldn't call it a mistake, sir. But then, see, when I wanted to get into a production and I wanted to make my set of films, I wanted to make films that was completely out of the box, out of the shell. But then when I started doing it is when I understood that being an actor is completely different from being a producer. So I think that is one film that taught me a lot, sir, as an actor and as well as a person. It just taught me a lot. It gave me so much to think about.
Which is Gemini Ganesan?
No, this is Samabodhaga.
Samabodhaga.
And yeah, and a film like Paradesi. Paradesi na padambodhu, I received so many nice things. Everybody had such nice things to say about the film and the way I performed. But then I realized that because that was like such a nice film and it was like, it's going to be like a film that I can keep that DVD in my list of films that I've done, and probably 50 years down the lane, I'll play it to someone or something. But then I realized that I was being offered the same kind of film to do every single time. And I made a conscious effort not to do that kind of a film, at least in the near future, next few years. So yeah.
When most young actors enter the industry, maybe in your father's generation, it was a little different. But when a lot of young actors enter the industry, their models are Ajit Vijay, Kamal, Rajni. So they kind of want to be that superstar kind of zone. So they kind of consciously in the mass masala, like punch dialogue, they kind of, a lot of them try to do that kind of zone and see if people accept them. At least traditionally that is seen as இந்த மாதிரி படம் தான் A center, B center, C center எல்லாத்துலயும் ஒழுங்கா ஓடும். ஸோ அது அந்த மாதிரி படம் பண்ணாதான் வந்து ஒரு லெவலுக்கு வர முடியும் kind of thing. When you enter the industry, was that part of your plan, or did you just say, I want to be seen as a good actor and as a good versatile performer, but the stardom நடந்துச்சுன்னா நடக்குது, இல்லனா I still want to act? அந்த மாதிரி பாத்தீங்களா?
So I truly believe that right now in the generation that we are in, see, I can try to be a Rajni sir, I can try to be a Kamal sir, but then how I'm going to achieve it is completely out, sir. I don't think we live in an era where you're going to be a Rajni sir, or I think that whole thought process is completely different right now. When I entered the industry, sir, I wanted to be known as a very good actor, sir. I wanted the scripts that I selected எல்லாமே வந்துட்டு ஒரு படம் பண்ணும்போது அடுத்த படம் வந்துட்டு கொஞ்சம் வித்தியாசமா எதனா பண்ணலாம், எதனா ஒரு எக்ஸைட்மெண்ட் இருக்கணுமே இந்த படம் பண்ணும்போது, அந்த ஒரு நோக்கத்துல தான் நான் வந்துட்டு ஒவ்வொரு படமும் பண்ணேன். Be it right or wrong, that's what I was going for. And I think right now I'm in this zone where my next set of films, whatever I choose, I want it to be very different, sir, because இப்போ இருக்கிற films that are coming out now that we see a digital rise and we see the contents that's coming out இல்லைங்களா, and you get so inspired and you get so fascinated by what's coming out. So அந்த மாதிரி பார்க்கும்போது எனக்கு I just want to do something different from the regular. So I don't think I have this whole list of things that I need in every film. அது கிடையாது சார். அது I think it's completely gone.
Okay, so let's take Thalli Pogade. What made you say, okay, I want to do this film?
So Thalli Pogade, as you know, it's a remake of a Telugu film, a super hit Telugu film. நான் வந்து தள்ளி போகாது, நான் வந்து அந்த தெலுங்கு படம் பார்க்கும்போது எனக்கு வந்துட்டு I really like the emotion. It doesn't talk about a regular a love story where a boy meets a girl. Finally, do they end up together or not? It doesn't talk about that. It's a very thin line, sir, where it can go wrong either which ways. The protagonist, who's Karthik, can either be called off as a pushover, where he's just trying to completely be on to the girl all the time. Love panno. He's trying to do something different, but he's trying to get the girl. I like the fact that it didn't talk about just love. It spoke about many different layers of relationships. இப்போ வந்துட்டு எனக்கு ஒருத்தரை பிடிக்கும்னா நான் வந்துட்டு அவங்களை அடையணும்ன்றது மட்டும்தான் என் நோக்கம் கிடையாது. எஸ்பெஷலி when it comes to தள்ளி போகாது. It talks about சரி எனக்கு ஒன்று பிடிக்கும், நீ வந்து சந்தோஷமா இருந்தா that gives me happiness. That's what I see தள்ளி போகாது is all about, sir.
What about குருதியாட்டம்?
குருதியாட்டம் வந்துட்டு நான் 8 தோட்டாக்கள் பார்க்கும்போது I was very very awestruck by that film. எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருந்துச்சு the way he was thinking and everything. And I met Sri Ganeshan for the first time. அவரு இருக்கிற பர்சனாலிட்டிக்கும் அவர் எடுத்திருக்கிற படத்துக்கும் it was completely off. He was just like a completely different person. And when he came and narrated the script also, I felt that இவர் வந்துட்டு இந்த படத்தை வந்து, because he's very soft spoken. I don't know if you met
a very sweet person actually. So I
very
met
sweet person. The way he talks and all. But when he's on sets, he's a beast. He becomes into that mode. He gets into this whole எப்படி சொல்றது, இந்த குருதியாட்டம்ல நீங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லுக்ல பார்க்கும்போது ரத்தம் தெரிக்க ஒரு போஸ்டர் வந்துட்டு ரிலீஸ் பண்ண. So he gets into that mode. So his mind, the way he thinks, really attracted me, and I wanted to be a part of his film, and I wanted to do Kurudiyattam especially, sir.
What you're trying to say is that sometimes the subject kaga poringa, sometimes you see a director and say, okay, na இந்த director work பண்ணனும், அதனால அந்த மாதிரி you kind of try and do something.
No, so with Sri Ganesh, I'll tell you how it worked. I got very fascinated and I was very inspired by எட்டு தோட்டாக்கள். எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருந்த ஒரு படமா. ஸோ அதனால தான் நான் ஸ்ரீ கணேஷை மீட் பண்ணது உண்மைதான். பட் அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்துட்டு the scripts that we offer, we didn't just go on flows with the first script that was narrated, sir. Because there were like 2-3 people who was involved with the scripting as well with Sri Ganesh. So they pitched different ideas. Adla, one of the third or fourth idea than Kurudiyattam. So okay. That's how it worked.
Okay. Now, let's take Thalli Pogade, right? We are right now in a position where ஒரு வாரத்துல வந்து ஒரு 5 படம் 6 படம் அந்த மாதிரி ரிலீஸ் ஆகுது. And there is usually one slightly high profile film and the rest of them are kind of like down their thing. இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு situationல when you have a movie come out, does that make you a little nervous? Because even if it's a good movie, sometimes it might, just because people don't have the time to watch so many movies, that it might get a little ignored or something like that.
So nervousness towards the release of the film irukradhu unmada, because see, ஒவ்வொரு படம் பண்ணும்போது it's something that we worked on for almost 6 months to a year. அந்த படத்துல work பண்ணிருப்போம். And for example, like தள்ளி போகாதே, we finished it in 2020, pre-corona நாங்க முடிச்சது. So இப்போதான் வந்துட்டு because of corona we lost almost like 2 years. அதுக்கப்புறம் இப்போ வருது. ஸோ அந்த ஸ்கேர் வந்துட்டு எங்களுக்கு அந்த நர்வஸ்னஸ் இருக்குமே தவிர படம் ரிலீஸ் ஆனா எப்படி போக போகுது அது வந்துட்டு இட்ஸ் பியாண்ட் அவர் கண்ட்ரோல். That's what I've realized in the last few years, that it's beyond my control. I can't control thinking that இந்த படம் சூப்பர் ஹிட்டா போகணுங்கிற நம்பிக்கையும் வந்து அந்த ஜோன்ல இருப்பேனே தவிர I can't push it to a point where it becomes a super hit is what I've realized. So I leave it up to the audience. If the audience like the film, they connect to the film, then it's going to be a successful film. If they don't, then you'll just have to make something better the next time.
Right. Do you consider yourself an actor without an ego? I ask this because Imeka Nodigalle, it is actually Nayanthara's film. It is being sold with Nayantara as a Nayantara film. You act as a brother. Of course, you have a role in parallel and kind of stuff like that. Usually when you find heroines, after a point acting as a sister, you rarely find heroes acting as a brother. That is established heroes. What made you say yes to that role?
Imeka Nodigalle, எனக்கு வந்து when they narrated the script, I saw it as a multi-starrer. So even before Nayan ma'am came on board, it was supposed to be another actor to play the role. I think I was the first person to sign for that film, for that role especially. So I was very excited about the script. Not that my role, what my role is all about. Nadapati Yosikana. The overall project it sounded very nice, and I was very excited about on the Rudra character. Yaar panna poranga. That whole film excited me. Not just the fact that somebody else is going to play, somebody more senior is going to play that role, or somebody like Anurag sir, adala appo vandittu decide panna. So I think that was not on my mind, sir, at that point.
So tell me one thing you learned from Anurag Kashyap.
So there's a lot of things that you can learn from Mr. Anurag Kashyap, especially the person that he is. His mind, the way he thinks itself, is completely different. So then we've seen that in all his films. But one thing that I've learned from Anurag sir, he's so grounded as a person, sir. And this might sound very cliche, where everybody says the same thing, but genuinely he's a very grounded person. And that's why I think he's able to make the films that he's able to make right now, because he's that kind of a person. I don't think success or the brand of Anurag sir has reached in his head. That he's a very big director. So அது வந்துட்டு அவர் மைண்ட்ல அது ரீச் ஆகல. So that is one thing that I admire about him.
நீங்க பரதேசி பத்தி சொன்னப்போ you said so many people recognized you as an actor and they also offered you அதே மாதிரி நிறைய ரோல்ஸ் வந்தது. ஆனா you deliberately said எனக்கு அது வேணாம், I want to kind of have a range அப்படின்னு சொன்னீங்க. But somehow does it seem that's still the high point of your career in a way, because it's like the films that you've done after that, or the roles that you've done after that, there are some that have been decent, some that have been whatever, like exactly like you said, some that have not worked, some that have worked and all that. After Paradesi, ஒரு defining Atharva film உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது வந்த மாதிரி தோணிருக்கா?
கண்டிப்பா சார். See, my most difficult film that I've worked on so far in my career would be E.T. அப்படின்ற ஒரு படம் நான் பண்ணேன். அது வந்துட்டு it will be like one of my all-time favorite films, especially because I worked too hard on that film. See, I don't know if that movie didn't do well, what would have happened to me, because I put my heart and soul to that film. And especially in every film that I do, I try and do my best, sir. And luckily, in my next set of films that I have right now, I have those films, I think, that really inspired me to do those films. And I think it'll be really, really good films. So I think the high point, like you said, is yet to come, sir.
நீங்க சொன்னீங்க, you think you've become a better actor. How are you able to say that? Is it because certain emotions come easily to you? எந்த மாதிரி சொல்றீங்க நீங்க? I mean, how do you know that has happened? Or is it because people are telling you that you've become a better actor? Or do you feel the thing inside you that I'm able to perform this well? அந்த மாதிரி சொல்றீங்களா?
So when I told you I became a better actor over the films that I've done, then I already also mentioned that Paradesi made me what I am as an actor. When I did that film, before I did that film, I don't know if I was confident as an actor. Where it used to scare me every time I came and stood in front of the camera, you'll have those jitters, and I still get that. Day one la na vandittu or padathula poi nadikumbodhu, first time first crew, first time director oda na poi pannumbodhu, it gives me those jitters. At least that'll last for a few hours.
Right.
How I feel I've grown as an actor is because of the certain level of confidence that I get currently when I face the camera. So that way I feel, and when I choose a role, or scene வந்து narrate பண்ணும்போது, somehow you feel different. in the scene வந்துட்டு இப்படி நம்ம approach பண்ணா கரெக்டா இருக்கும், இல்ல இப்படி approach பண்ணா கரெக்டா இருக்கும். Initially அந்த thought வராது. Initially எப்படி இருக்கும்னா, it always used to be a director says you go perform. Now it's more of a collaboration. Now you mingle with the director. Now you talk, you tell the director how in the இப்படி பண்ணா கரெக்டா இருக்குமா. Then finally I don't reach to a point where I push it down on the director. I let the director decide. But right now it's like a lot more ideas flow into my mind. That way I feel like I'm growing as an actor.
That's a great feeling, because that means that you also have on the like a lot more options, and like you're able to present more to the screen and things like that. So yeah, how do you pick yourself up after a low phase? Supposing, say, like 2 or 3 of your films kind of don't do well. You said, it is a very true statement that beyond a certain point you don't have any control over the fate of a film. But what do you do to say, I need to get over this, or does it just automatically go away?
No, so automatically it does not go away 100%. If I tell you that it automatically goes away, it's just like one day of sorrow and the next day I wake up all happy, it's completely wrong. So the next day I actually push myself to wake up from bed, because it's just like one film is so close to your heart and it doesn't do well, right? It affects you to a certain degree, it does. But என்ன பொறுத்த வரைக்கும், what I look forward to is my next film. So I'll make sure my next film, I'll put my heart and soul again to my next film. When I go to work again the next day, I'll make sure in the padam vandu we'll have to give it our all, we'll have to give it our best. I think that push is what keeps me going. That is what makes me forget what the result was previously or something.
I read that you're a big fan of mythology. You have a dog named Zeus, among other things. would you like to do a mythological film at some point? It's because I'm just like trying to imagine if that kind of film will work in today's age. Even yes, Bahubali type of films kind of happen, but they're kind of a little rare now.
Listen, it's see, the reason why it's rare is because it takes too much of stress and a lot of hard work to make a film like that. And I truly believe that when you tell them history in a certain way, and it's true, right? The history, it'll definitely work. And 100% எனக்கு அந்த ஆசை இருக்கு சார். I really want to make a war film. That's always been on the bucket list இல்லையா? ஒரு war film பண்ணணும்ங்கிறது வந்துட்டு அது எப்பவுமே bucket listல இருக்கு சார். So in the near future, hopefully I'll make a film like that.
Sometime back there was some talk of நீங்க வந்து உங்க அப்பாவோட இதயம் வந்து ரீமேக் பண்ண போறதா ஒரு I don't know whether it was a rumor or whether it was actually discussed or what it was, but it was in the papers for some time. What happened to that?
That பேச்சுவார்த்தை நடந்தது உண்மைதான். At that point வந்துட்டு I think you're talking about something that happened a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So பேச்சுவார்த்தை நடந்தது உண்மைதான் சார், பேசணும். But what happened was somehow I came to realize that when they were sitting and we were discussing, it didn't become a long discussion where rendu moonu meeting அந்த மாதிரிலாம் நடக்கல. We didn't get into it completely, but we came to realize that that's a masterpiece. இன்னைக்கு அது எடுக்கணும்னா இன்னைக்கு சினாரியோ மாறிச்சு. So the way we look at love itself is different. The way we talk அந்த காலத்துல வந்துட்டு ஒரு லெட்டரை கொடுத்தாதான் லவ், ஒரு லெட்டரும் ஒரு ரோஸை எடுத்துட்டு போய் கொடுத்தாதான். டுடே லவ் இஸ் நாட் தட். டுடே லவ் ஹஸ் ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு ரீடிஃபைன் ஆயிடுச்சு லவ் கம்ப்ளீட்லி. ஸோ இஃப் வி வாண்ட் டு டச் தட் ஸ்கிரிப்ட், இப்போ அந்த படமே எடுத்து நாங்க பண்ணணும்னு நினைச்சாலும் நிறைய விஷயம் நம்ம மாற்ற வேண்டியதா இருக்கும். ஸோ மாத்தி வந்து அந்த படத்தை பண்றதுக்கு we can just make a new script altogether and not touch a masterpiece or ruin a masterpiece's name is what I had in mind. So அதனாலதான் I was a little hesitant to do that film.
எனக்கு வந்து when I saw 96, I was reminded a bit of Idayam because there was a very similar flavor. And yes, நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி love மாறி போச்சு. Today people are much more open. You know, there's so many smartphones and things that everything has changed the nature in which people communicate. Everything has happened. And yet அந்த படத்துல வந்து that there was an old fashioned அந்த ஒரு தலை ராகம் இதயம் அந்த மாதிரி one guy pining for a girl kind of a thing, and the movie worked. It's like, so even though you have like இப்ப எல்லாம் நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி எல்லாம் மாறி போச்சு, ஆனாலும் but that 96 was a hit, and somehow people identified with that Vijay Sethupathi character. அவர் வந்து இவ்வளவு நாள் கல்யாணம் பண்ணிக்காம இருக்கிறது, அவர் வந்து அந்த பொண்ணுக்காகவே ஒரு not like he kind of enshrines that love inside him அந்த மாதிரி. I don't know if I buy your explanation that thing has gone away, because 96
I wouldn't say it's gone away, sir. I would say that, there's a small difference if you think about Idayam and 96 talks about nostalgia, sir, where you think about இதயம்ல வந்துட்டு it was happening currently, அது நடந்துட்டு இருந்தது. So but 96, the connect was the nostalgia is what was connected there. And even when I saw 96, I loved the film. So the way they made it, the way they presented it, especially the actors, the way they pulled it off, I loved it. But similarity கேட்டிங்கன்னா there was a lot of similarities in terms of எப்படி சொல்ற, loveல வந்து நிறைய similarities இருந்தது, but there was just a small difference that I saw. மத்தபடி எதுவும் கிடையாது.
Right. So what's next? Kurudiyattam இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் நல்லா வருது, and is there something that's like a big dream project of yours in the planning?
I'm working on it, sir. Currently we're just in talks about that right now, so hopefully an official announcement will come very soon, sir. But yeah, currently we're just working on that and we're just talking about that.
Right. Is that something you're producing yourself?
No, sir, not really. That one I'm not producing yet.
Okay. What is a dream project? I mean, in the sense that உங்களுக்கு வந்து dream project na, like what is it? Is it like, I mean, which genre would it be?
So like I told you earlier, a film that I would really like to do is a war film. Dream project would be something that will be ஒரு hard hitting love story பண்ணுங்கிற ஆசை எனக்கு ரொம்ப இருக்கு. But see, my dreams are too endless, sir. I'm too ambitious as a person, where I want to do all kinds of films and I want to play different kinds of roles, because I see so many different kinds of people every day. But currently, I think, ever since Corona started, I started reading a lot about this science related, the unexplained theories பத்தி நான் நிறைய படிச்சிட்டு இருந்தேன். So currently, I'm very engrossed into what is happening, and too many unexplained things are there around. So I think a film about that will be my dream project.
Fantastic. I hope that happens soon, and all the best for Thali Pogade and Kurudiyattam, which I'm really looking forward to, because நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி I'm also a big fan of எட்டு தொட்டாக்கள். நிறைய வாட்டி கணேஷ் கிட்டே சொல்லியிருக்கேன். I really like that film. So hopefully things work out, and I hope you get to do the Deemed project very soon. Thank you so much, Atharva.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you.